G'day my suckies, it's JuzzyQ7 here. Hope you guys are having a smashing day and enjoying every minute of it as you can. Of course you guys are having a great day. You just saw Nigel Thornberry. Nigel Thornberry. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about my role in my school performance all the way back in grade 4 when I was a wee kiddo, busy playing Minecraft for the first time. No, just a small game that no one knew about. Except my mate was obsessed with it, and initially I didn't like the idea of it, but I grew to like it as soon as I started playing it. So back in my primary school, we did a yearly thing for drama where we put on a performance each year, like a really big one, and it was kind of like merged with singing as well. So there was a bit of singing, there was a bit of performing and acting and stuff, and it was honestly a great way to get kids into getting, the skills to sing and perform. And what I really liked was I really liked the singing aspect when I was a kid because I don't know, singing just always kind of sat with me. Music's just one of those great things that you can share around. And I always thought it was fun just singing along to my own songs, singing along to, songs you hear on the radio and, just getting things right, and it just sounds awesome. So we did a few performances that I actually remember. The main ones that I remember was one called like some circus thing, and I didn't really play a massive role in it, but my role, I remember the lines still. All I said was a little to the left, a little to the right, a little bit more to the right. That was it. That was my entire thing. And of course we had to learn some singing things as well, just for what it was. And honestly, I can't really remember the songs from that one, but the next year was when I started remembering like these songs a bit better. For some reason at the school, with drama and stuff, every second year of performing was not performing, it was just singing, and the year level above was merged with the class and they performed. So the next year I do remember was grade 3, and in grade 3 we did a Little Red Riding Hood one, and that was pretty fun. I remember like a few of the songs, not too well. I remember one was about, here comes the wolf or whatever. And it was kind of a good time. I remember just learning all the songs and being like, I really like this, I'm really on top of it. And then everyone else being like, yay, or whatever they were. Honestly, I was really jealous of the year level above for this one because they could actually act in it. And I thought it was such a cool performance. And I was like, I really want to act in the next one, whatever it'll be. And I really want to put all my effort and heart and soul into acting so I can, be better and be really cool with it. And I thought it was a great idea. So the next year rolled around, like I mentioned before, grade 4. So in grade 4, this was the year that we were performing and we were singing as well. And I was really keen to get this role, like the lead role if I could. So at the start of the year, the positions and stuff were all announced, and it turned out to be a Robin Hood performance that we were putting on. And I was super keen for that. I thought, I'm going to take the lead role for this one. I'm going to do a really good idea, like a really good job and get it. So I had a lot of heart and soul into actually putting and learning these songs. And there was a girl I really liked at the time. And I think I mentioned her in a previous video. And it happened to be like I was really close with her at that point in time. And we were always chatting, especially in the actual thing. But the issue is when I was trying for this role, I kind of got broken away from her because I actually managed to get the lead role, which was crazy for me. Like I remember going into the tryout being so nervous. And I told the teacher at the start, I really want to get this role. I'll put all my effort into it. And obviously they thought I was a really cute kid and they thought I could do something with it. And maybe they thought I was going to make a career out of performing in front of everyone. They were kind of right, but I stopped drama in year 9. But that's a different story. So putting in all my effort, I learnt everything I possibly could for the role. Like I kind of looked into Robin Hood a bit more. I looked into what he would wear and how it would go, and I learned the songs pretty much off by heart. I was really practicing and really putting in a lot of effort, and because of this, I still remember the songs today. And I think I might sing one of them just a little bit to give you an example of how dedicated I was. Keep in mind, this was 9 years ago, 10 years ago for me, so it's a long time since we did it. a little bit of a cringe warning coming up. If you don't really like hearing people sing, I recommend skipping forward, I don't know, 20 seconds or so, maybe 30 seconds just to be safe. And yeah, just cringe warning alert, all that shiz. So without further ado, I'll get into my singing. My name is Robin of Locksley, and they call me Robin Hood. I've tried my hand at archery, and they say I'm pretty good. When I get to the tournament, I'll win it like I should. Oh, my name is Robin of Locksley, and they call me Robin Hood. Throwback to the small amount of boys and gals who I know who subscribe to my channel and watch it occasionally. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of singing and a little bit of a flashback there. So I did really enjoy singing when I was younger, and I think this has kind of inspired me to kind of get back into it as well. Like, I've been following my mate and his bands and stuff, and I'm, trailing around, and if I come across a band that, has an available slot, I'm definitely in for joining it and seeing how I go with that, because I definitely like to be in a band, and also that would be more interesting content for you guys, because I guess I'd expand out and I'd be a singer. I don't think that's happening though for a while. If I do happen to fall into that situation, that'll be great. But if not, I'll just ride life as it goes. So also at this point in time, we did start having that Catherine teacher kick in. And was never really a big fan of her, as you guys probably know if you watched that video. And yeah, so she was starting to be all like this bossy like lady who was getting me to do all these things. And the one thing I was really lazy on was learning my roles and my lines. But I'm the kind of student who does everything in the week before or the night before. And this really showed up in grade 4. Because she was really surprised with me that I learned all of my lines in the last week. And I performed it like perfectly. And she was like, what the heck? But, stuff you, lady, I don't like you anyway, and people learn in different styles, and that was my way. But the main drum and music teacher was a brilliant man. He was awesome. Everyone knows him. I'm going to call him Mr. N in this case. So Mr. N always used to make everything so, like, exciting. He used to have so much passion for what he did, and I really respected him for it. Like, there's not too many people in this world who are super passionate about teaching, and he was one of those people. Except, Catherine came in and took his place because he retired that year, but he later came back in 2 years later because he got bored, which is honestly kind of funny. But if you have a passion for something and you leave it, it doesn't really make too much sense, so it kind of makes sense that he came back to, teaching. It's his core values and stuff. The greatest thing about performing Hoodwinked Robin Hood was, we all got dressed up for it and everything, and parents always went all the way out for it, and my mum was never really the type of mum to get super into it, but this time I really was passionate about it, so my mum made me like a little Robin Hood outfit and everything, and it was super cute, and honestly, I still do have that Robin Hood outfit, but it's in a box far, far away from here. And when I say far away, I mean just maybe 50 meters up into our shed, but if you guys want to see it, I'll chuck it up on Instagram in the future, but at this point in time, I'm a little bit busy with that, so I can't really go searching for it. I think I'm just going to shout out my mum as well for just making it. Like, really, mum went into a lot of effort, and I really appreciate my mum for it, and just, it was a good thing for a kid to have that, and not, like, feel out of place. My mum also went the extra mile and got the props necessary, and that was also super appreciated. Cheers, mum! I don't know why, but go give your mums a hug. I think they're important. On the actual night of the performance, though, this was the first time I'd actually really been a big main role on a stage, and I experienced something that I was later told was butterflies in my belly, and I was like, whoa, there's like little butterflies in my belly, and they're making me like nervous about what I'm gonna do. And once I got up on the stage, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I loved, just saying these lines and just getting into character and just having a good time. All eyes on me. And it kind of inspired what I would do later in the future. I'll give you a bit of a hint. It has something involved with dancing and all eyes on me. But, that's for another story. And I think you guys will really like it when I do release it. Overall, the performance went really well, and everyone also acted really well too. Like, a lot of people put in a lot of effort to learn, And I remember the lady, the maid Marion, I think they called her. I can't remember. She was really like good at acting too. So I think she's pursuing a career in that now. Her parents were super rich. I don't know, but anyway, my suckies, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Don't forget to have a fabulous day. And don't forget to give your mom the biggest of hugs you could possibly do. Because your mom is super important. Unless for reasons she isn't, then give someone you really love a hug. Yeah. Cheers for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.